Welcome back to the channel. I'm standing next to the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek here. This is their off-road capable three-row SUV in the Pathfinder's lineup. This also has suspension tuning with these all-terrain tires. So as you guys can see here, I'm in perfect conditions here to basically show you guys what the Rock Creek is basically capable of, or this is where most owners are going to take their Rock Creek trim of the Pathfinder off on a dirt path or a gravel road. But with that being said, let's talk about the pricing here for the Rock Creek trim. Starting price is at $42,820. This one stickers for $45,065. If you guys are on the market for a Nissan, be sure to check out HGreg Nissan and ask for Gaby. She will get you into your next vehicle. Looking at the exterior styling here for the Rock Creek Pathfinder here, I like the beautiful red exterior color. It looks good with the silver, with the gloss black trim, also with this black painted bumper here, also with the black trim throughout this vehicle. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the Rock Creek Pathfinder here. To me, it looks very aggressive, very boxy like, and this is how you guys can tell that this is a Rock Creek trim. Besides the badging, is these three slits here in the upper portion of the grille with this silver painted trim there. I like the high gloss V-motion grille here with this honeycomb finish, and this does wear the new Nissan logo with this front facing camera, because you guys are going to need it, because this is why you guys go for the Rock Creek model here. And there is full LED fog lights here at the lower part of the fascia. Looking at the headlights here, the turn signals are going to be an incandescent bulb, automatic low and high beam with these multi-reflector headlights there with this LED daytime run light. Once again, let me know what you guys think about the Rock Creek trim here. To me, once again, it looks very aggressive, very boxy. It does look better than some of the other competitors in this segment. This vehicle does have a off-road tuned suspension with 7.7 inches of ground clearance, so it is very capable of going off-road. Looking at these tires and wheels here, I like the nice bead lock capable finish here to the rim design with the multi-spoke gloss black finish. They're wrapped in this 265/60 all-terrain tire, which is wrapped in this 18-inch rim design. And like I mentioned, it does have this off-road tuned suspension there. As you guys can see, it's very capable of going off-road and whatnot. And these tires here are very aggressive. Like I mentioned, they're all-terrain tire. There's a Rock Creek badge here, and of course it does have the cladding, because this is an SUV, and of course it's going to be very capable if you guys are looking to, you know, take this vehicle off-roading and you don't want the rocks to chip the actual paint. So I think the cladding is a nice addition here. And there's this LED sight marker here on the mirror cap, which is body colored. You also have some gloss black trim around the window wells and whatnot. You can also get the two-tone paint on the Rock Creek as well, but it's going to be an additional option. But it does give it this floating roof design here towards the rear of the vehicle, and there's this large basket here so you guys can put things on top of the Pathfinder here if you would like. And down here at the lower part of the passenger door, it does says Pathfinder there. Making our way to the rear of the vehicle, looking at these taillights here, they're going to be an LED combination with an LED brake light, incandescent turn signal and reverse lights are there. It does says Pathfinder here at the rear of the vehicle with the four-wheel drive badge there, and the Rock Creek badge is there as well. This does wear the new Nissan logo. And looking down here is going to be rear parking sensors. There's a backup camera integrated into the bumper, and you can tow up to 6,000 pounds properly equipped. And there's your 7-pin connector there. Once again, if you guys are looking to tow, open up the cargo bag here. This has a manual opening tailgate. Once it opens up, it reveals 16.6 cubic feet of space. Once you fold down all the seats, that expands our cargo to 86 cubic feet of space. So it's right on par with every other three-row SUV in this segment. Lifting this up, it does reveal some underfloor storage, which is very deep. Looking at this interior here, the Nissan Rock Creek here, the Pathfinder, I like the nice stitching here, and it says Rock Creek in the actual seats. These seats are one of the best seats in the segment, very comfortable and supportive. It also says Rock Creek here in the actual center lid here. It's very well padded here. Like I mentioned, that orange stitching is continued throughout this interior. Let's talk about the door panel materials here on the driver's side. Very padded here with this black painted door handle. The window controls are automatic up and down for all four windows. Some other competitors only give you the front two, but there's your lock controls here, mirror adjustment controls. I like this durable texture like trim here. Additional storage and cup holder space here, and this area is going to be well padded here, very supportive and comfortable. But shutting the door and starting up the vehicle, you guys know, put your foot on the brake and press the start stop button right here on the dash. And I'm going to show you guys the new key fob here. I haven't seen this key fob on any other Nissan product that I've been filming lately, but it does wear the new Nissan logo. There's remote start, unlock, lock, and your panic button. My model does not have that power up tailgate, so it's not going to be available on the key fob if you guys go for the Rock Creek trim here. But as you guys can see, you do have the 7-inch instrument cluster here. If you guys are looking for the fully digital display, you have to go for the Platinum model in order to get the digital display. The steering wheel here does have this very thin rim to it, but it does feel nice to hold in my hands. Looking over here, there's some buttons here for your illumination switch and your active lane trace assist. The turn signal stock feels very high quality. There's the headlight and turn signal stock integrated into one. The wind wiper stock is there. I like the nice gloss black trim on the upper part of the steering wheel here. This does wear the new Nissan logo. Over here for your driver's assistance tech. Your volume controls over here. I like the nice 3-spoke wheel design here with this dark chrome trim here. I like the nice orange stitching. Once again, it is carried throughout this interior. The materials on the dashboard are going to be a nice soft touch material. This one does lack the 9-inch display, which does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as wireless, but you have to use a wire connection in order to project your phone onto the actual screen, or you can use a Bluetooth, but keep in mind it will not be wireless. The Apple CarPlay starts up very smooth, it's very responsive, and this is their quote-unquote their older interface, because if you guys seen the new Nissan Altima video that I did, it does wear a new interface, but that is a larger screen, which is a 12.3-inch display. You can go up to a 9-inch display on the Pathfinder family. I'm pretty sure that Nissan does offer the 9-inch display on the Rock Creek trim, but I'm not sure that my model is not come equipped with it. But it is nice that it does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Like I mentioned, push button start is here. There's 3 level heated seats. If you want cool seats, you have to go for the Platinum model. This does have tri-zone climate control. The passenger also gets 3 level heated seats as well. Very big knobs here for the climate control. There's a storage area here for my iPhone 14 Pro Max. There's a 12-volt, 2 USB ports. Putting the vehicle into reverse here, it does reveal a top-down 360 view, and it does have a front-facing view as well. If you guys click camera angles, you can now look at the side of the vehicle, so you guys can see where your tires are pointing at and whatnot. So this vehicle is very capable of going off-road. This is more condition that most owners will put their vehicle through. Like rock crawling will probably not be an ideal solution for this vehicle, because it only offers 7.7 inches of ground clearance, but it is going to be very good if you guys are going off the beaten path, like a dirt trail or a gravel road. Kicking it down here to go into drive, click it again to go into manual mode, and there is paddle shifters to cycle through that 9-speed automatic transmission. Clicking P for park. There's some silver painted trim around the center controls here. There's your automatic start stop, electronic parking brake, auto hold, and this does come with 4-wheel drive because it is a Rock Creek model, so it does show you snow, mud and rut, sand. And you switch over here again, go into eco, sport, and a tow haul mode. So there's different drive modes here in the Pathfinder, and you can tow up to 6,000 pounds properly equipped. Very large storage here for the cup holders and whatnot. It does this Pathfinder here on this lid area. Open this up, it does reveal a good amount of storage. Like I mentioned, the seats are one of the best seats in the segment, very supportive and comfortable, but they are 3-level heated seats if you go for the Rock Creek model, which I'm filming today. If you guys want cool seats, you have to go for the Platinum. There's a volume 2 knob here, some shortcut buttons here for the infotainment system, and there's this good size storage here. Looking at the glove compartment, it does offer very good storage in there as well. Above me is going to be the dome lighting, which is going to be an incandescent. There's your sunglass holder there, and there's an SOS button right here. But overall, this one is lacking the panoramic option. I wish Nissan would offer the panoramic sunroof here on the Rock Creek model. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this interior. To me, it's very upscale, very premium feeling in here as well, even though this is the off-road model of the Pathfinder. Let's take a look at the second row here of the Nissan Pathfinder here. My model is equipped with captain's chairs, so this can sit up to 7 people in comfort. If you guys want to have an 8-person configuration, you have to go for the bench seating in order to get that 8-person capacity. But let's talk about the materials here on the door panel. It's gonna be a decent material here with these large cup holders here in the door pocket. The switchgear feels high quality, and this area right here is gonna be nicely padded. As you guys see, it's very well padded here, and there's more cup holder space in the actual door pocket. And my seat does have the leather on the outside with the cloth on the inside, so very durable seats if you guys are looking to take this vehicle off-roading and get it very dirty. But getting into the back seat here, the Nissan Pathfinder here, as you guys can see here, I do have around 35.5 inches of rear legroom space, so it's plenty of space here in the back seat of the Pathfinder. There is 2 mat pockets back here for storage. You also have your own set of climate controls here with 2 USB charging ports. There's 2 cup holders here in the center aisleway here, and additional storage, very deep storage here. It does have this gloss black trim on the outliner part, and there's no panoramic sunroof here. You guys have to go for a different trim level if you want that feature. Up here is going to be the air vents and incandescent lighting throughout the cabin with this grab handles. These captain chairs are very supportive and comfortable. Like I mentioned, they're very durable as well, since they're offering the nice cloth here in the middle portion. I like the nice orange stitching here that you guys get on the Pathfinder Rock Creek trim here. And you guys can remove this if you would like. I showed you guys how to do that. It's very lightweight. You can keep it in the storage area of the vehicle, or you can leave it home in the garage. Me personally, I would just leave it home. But getting into the third row here, Nissan makes it very simple. You can press this button here and that will catapult the seat up. You just push it out of its way. Once it moves out of its way, it does reveal good space back here in the third row. But getting back here, as you guys see, I'm gonna sit behind this seat right here. And as you guys see, I do have plenty of space back here to get comfortable. You can also recline the seats via the straps in the cargo area. The windows back here are decent size. You also get rear air vents back here as well. And it's gonna be the incandescent lighting back here as well. Nissan, they didn't skimp out on the rear seats. They're just like the second row with the leather on the outside with the cloth in the middle portion. And there's going to be 2 cup holders here on both sides. So overall, the materials and stuff are pretty decent here in the third row, but it does offer more legroom space compared to that Highlander that I just tested a few days ago. Looking underneath the hood of the Nissan Pathfinder, this is their corporate 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6. This vehicle is paired with a new 9-speed automatic transmission for 2023. There's no more CVT for this current generation of Pathfinder, but this vehicle does make 295 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque. And keep in mind, you can tow up to 6,000 pounds properly equipped. And as the Pathfinder sits here with all-wheel drive, this vehicle does weigh in around 4,600 pounds. But making our way over here to the fuel door of the Nissan Pathfinder, Nissan says this is rated to get 20 in the city, 23 on the highway, and 21 combined. So starting off in the driving scene here in the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder here. Right now I'm on this grassy-like dirt road here with the rocks and whatnot. I'm not gonna get the vehicle dirty because I don't want to have Nissan say anything to me about it. But this area over here, my apologies, I can't get my words out. It does have some dips and whatnot, but this is where most owners are going to take their Pathfinder, if I'm being honestly speaking. You can't really take this vehicle off-roading too much, especially not on a rock trail like a Jeep Wrangler would do, because it does offer 7.7 inches of ground clearance. But this is more of an ideal condition where most owners will take their Pathfinder on a little dirt trail and whatnot. This is Nissan's corporate 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6. It makes 290 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission for this generation here. The other generations did offer like a CVT, so Nissan did drop the CVT for the last generation. Now this does offer a 9-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is rated at 20 in the city, 23 on the highway, and 21 combined. So it's pretty decent fuel economy. I'm just showing you guys just what this vehicle basically would do if you wanted to take it on like somewhat of a gravel road and whatnot. You put your family in here, good legroom space in the second and third row. It has more legroom space compared to a Toyota Highlander that I just tested. It had 27.7 inches of rear legroom space. And I like that the cameras will pop on and off if it senses, you know, that you would need to see where you're going. And it does show a really good angle of the front tires here. So if you guys are wondering, oh, if I'm too close to a rock, will I hit it? No, that's why Nissan does equip this with a top-down 360 view, front-facing cameras, side cameras, and whatnot. They're located underneath the mirrors here, but it is nice that you guys could basically get this on the Rock Creek model here. But let's get onto the on-road and talk about the driving dynamics. So the life of editing, guys, as you guys can see, now we're gonna head back towards, you know, some actual roads here, because once again, this is more of an ideal condition where most owners would probably take the Pathfinder. But once again, Nissan's corporate V6 here is a good powertrain, very silky smooth. The 9-speed knows when to be in the mid of the power band here. And I have it in its mud and ruts, but I'm gonna take it out of that and just put it into its auto mode, so it will cycle between, you know, my on throttle feel and whatnot. But even though this has all-terrain tires right on these 18-inch rims, this vehicle still offers a very smooth ride quality. You can kind of hear the tires drone just a little bit, but you guys can crank up your favorite tunes and whatnot to kind of block out the road noise. But I would say you wouldn't really notice it as much, but these are some really good tires if you're looking to really take this vehicle off-roading. That's why you guys will go for the Rock Creek model, because it does offer the off-road capabilities with that off-road tuned suspension. The visibility out of this vehicle here is really good. You also have this somewhat of a low dash here. The A-pillar here is a little thick, but Nissan does put these large mirrors here so you can look around it. This does have their forward collision warning, lane keeping assist, 360 degree camera, also with blind spot monitoring. So it does come well equipped here with their safety tech. The brake feel, even though this has, you know, the off-road tires, it does feel just like every other Pathfinder that I've driven here on the channel. And if you guys are looking to accelerate, that 9-speed is just silky smooth. The powertrain is silky smooth as well. It does offer a good ride quality for this to be the off-road version of the Pathfinder's family. But if you guys are looking for an off-road, somewhat capable 3-row family hauler, I think Nissan did a really good job here with the Rock Creek model. Spending time with the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek trim here, I like the nice suspension tuning that this vehicle offers, also with these AT tires. As you guys can see here, this is a perfect demonstration on where most owners are going to basically take this Rock Creek to basically use the off-road capability that this vehicle is known for. With that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this review here on the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek. Be sure to check me out on Instagram at @DriveOnReviews. Hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, and I will see you all in the next review.